Jesus said there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed or hidden that will not be made known. The Apostle Peter wrote, "For the time has come for judgment to begin at the house of God." Or as it says in Numbers, your sin will find you out. This certainly has been true in the past few years of major evangelical leaders being exposed of serious sin. For a number of them, these events occurred many years ago, but were covered up. He who sees all will expose. Peter continued his comments about judgment. And if it begins with us first, what will be the end of those who do not obey the gospel of God? We're all familiar with the tragic saga of the sexual predator Jeffrey Epstein. As a wealthy and well-connected man, he ran a sex ring of young girls for himself and other clients. In 2008, he was convicted of sexual abuse in Florida of a child but received a minimal sentence. In 2019, he was arrested again for sex trafficking of minors. While in jail, he apparently committed suicide. 2 years later, his chief recruiter of girls, Ghislaine Maxwell, was convicted of sex trafficking and sentenced to 20 years in prison. As bad as Epstein was, the more compelling story is the men who used Epstein's recruits for sex. Many well-known and influential men associated with Epstein. In a recent memoir of one of the victims, just before her suicide, wrote that Prince Andrew, brother of British King Charles, was a client of Epstein and had sex with her when she was young. As a result of the revelation, Andrew was stripped of his royal titles and properties. Rumors abounded for years about Epstein's other clients. Epstein was arrested and died in jail during Donald Trump's first term as president. At various times, Trump has accused former President Bill Clinton and other Democrats of using Epstein's services and called for making the records of the Epstein investigation public so well-heeled clients will be exposed, at least until Trump re-entered office. Suddenly, according to him, there was no client list and nothing to see. The U.S. House of Representatives Oversight Committee has been investigating the Epstein affair and recently released several emails from Epstein that mentioned Donald Trump as one who visited Epstein properties and knew about the sex trafficking of girls. So far, the Justice Department has refused to hand over substantial investigative reports of Epstein, but the House of Representatives shortly will vote on issuing a subpoena for the records. The Republican Speaker of the House was blocking a vote, but there is now a petition signed by a majority of the members that will force a vote on the matter. Trump and his advisors were doing everything they could to strong-arm Republican members to vote against releasing the records until it became clear that the vote to release the records would be overwhelmingly supported, even by Republicans. I wonder why so much resistance from Trump and his advisors. Maybe because your sin will find you out. To learn more about politics and the gospel, consider my new book on Amazon, How Politics Has Distorted the Gospel.